It takes less than a heartbeat for live television to implode. One moment, a billion-dollar broadcast beams flawless glamour into living rooms. The next, jaws hit coffee tables while producers dive for the delete key. Tonight we're walking through 10 on-air catastrophes so shocking, so cringe-tastic, executives try to scrub them from history, yet the internet rescued every frame. Keep watching, because each story tops the last, and by the end you'll never trust live TV the same way again. The countdown begins on February 1st, 2004. 90 million viewers are settling into the Super Bowl halftime show when Justin Timberlake twirls Janet Jackson for one tightly choreographed beat. With a single tug, a sunburst of silver fabric snaps away and her costume implodes, revealing more than the FCC ever wanted to see. Cameras cut wide in panic. Producers pound profanity buttons until sparks fly, but it's too late. Someone, somewhere, has already hit record. Within hours, Nipplegate becomes the web's hottest search. CBS faces a record fine, and the phrase wardrobe malfunction lodges itself in the dictionary. NFL brass bands MTV, halftime broadcasts add lengthy tape delays, and official replays vanish. Ironically, the harder the league tries to bury the boo-boo, the more bootlegs flourish, multiplying like digital rabbits. The fallout stretched far beyond a single halftime show. The following week, Congress dragged Viacom executives into hearings that looked more like moral tribunals than policy debates. Late-night hosts joked about a nation traumatized by half a second of pixelated anatomy, yet the FCC quietly quadrupled maximum indecency fines from $27,500 to $325,000 per violation, making nervous producers bolt extra-long tape delays onto every live broadcast. Meanwhile, a hobbyist named Jawed Karim cited Nipplegate as proof the web needed a central video depot. 15 months later, he and two friends launched YouTube. In other words, the clip the NFL tried hardest to delete helped birth the platform that now guarantees it will never die. You can thank a busted bustier for every cat video, mukbang stream, and POV roller coaster ride you've binge-watched since. If you thought a split-second flash could never rewrite broadcast rules, just wait for a singer who managed to embarrass herself without revealing a thing. 8 months later, Saturday Night Live. Rising pop star Ashlee Simpson is primed to cement her cred with a second song performance when disaster slithers out of the speakers. A backing vocal track, meant for a different song, blasts across Studio 8H, exposing her lip sync in real time. She freezes, then attempts an awkward hoedown that only magnifies the humiliation before she scampers off stage. NBC scrubs the clip from reruns, swapping in a rehearsal take, but damage travels faster than bandwidth caps. Forums erupt with conspiracy guesses, late-night hosts sharpen their knives, and Simpson's platinum debut album hits a commercial wall. Viewers learn a new law of pop physics. Silence might be golden, yet the wrong playback cue can be lethal. Speaking of lethal, nothing kills a holiday mood quite like a diva stranded in the world's biggest street party. If Nipplegate rewrote censorship rules, Ashlee's misfire rewrote the music marketing playbook. Radio programmers who had championed her single, Pieces of Me, suddenly pulled it from heavy rotation, citing integrity. Print magazines canceled photo shoots. Bloggers posted Zapruder-style frame-by-frame analyses of her facial expression the moment the track skipped. Even her father manager's hasty excuse, acid reflux stole her voice, became a punchline that stuck longer than any hook she'd recorded. A year later, Simpson's follow-up album debuted almost 200 chart positions lower than her first, and industry A&R reps quietly began inserting mandatory proof-of-vocal clauses in tour contracts. The technology that once promised flawless performances was now a liability, and every pop act rehearsing for SNL had one new nightmare: the wrong DAT at the wrong time. New Year's Eve 2016. Mariah Carey floats onto Times Square's icy stage wrapped in diamonds, ready to lip-sync her way into a fresh calendar. 2 notes in, her in-ear monitors implode. Instead of faking along, she paces the riser like a furious stage manager, casually announcing,
"We're missing some of this logo, but it is what it is,"
while a backing track wails without her. Twitter gasps, ABC's control room detonates, and an entire crowd watches a 5-octave legend give up mid-song. The network never posts the high-definition master. Only shaky phone rips survive, and they're all viewers need. Next morning, Mariah tweets, "SH happens," turning the meltdown into a meme. Behind the scenes, the technical autopsy looked like a Jenga tower of tiny failures. A frigid wind had crystallized moisture on the in-ear receivers, an overloaded RF spectrum choked the backup frequency, and a last-minute stagehand swap meant the monitor engineer couldn't physically reach Carrie to swap packs before showtime. Producers admitted the lip-sync track was actually a hybrid, live lead vocal blended with reinforced backing stems, a standard practice no one was supposed to notice. When the stems played solo, Times Square's jumbo screens broadcast Carrie's missing high notes like a confession tape. Oddly, streams of the botched set outperformed the polished 2017 comeback she delivered 12 months later. In the attention economy, a pristine success earns applause, a juicy failure earns replays, reaction videos, and lifetime meme status. Technical gremlins are humiliating, but gravity adds a special spice when it sabotages live TV. Mexico's Despierta America, July 2015. Singer-actress Patricia Navidad is delivering a patriotic anthem when a small white rectangle slips from under her mini skirt, plummets to the floor, and skitters away like a startled moth. Audience members gasp as they realize her sanitary pad just staged its own escape. Navidad soldiers on, eyes front, vocals steady. Univision quietly decides never to upload the performance. TMZ pounces, late-night hosts convert the moment into punchlines, and YouTube mirrors explode before takedown notices land. If you think a rogue hygiene product is nightmare fuel, imagine dropping an unbleeped F-bomb in a sketch that's supposed to be delay-safe. December 2012, live again on SNL. Kenan Thompson's talk show spoof is rolling when guest Samuel L. Jackson loses patience with comedy timing.
Man, hey! Come on, Sam. Some bull. Come on now.
He blurts, crisp and unmistakable. Kenan jolts, the studio whoops, censors miss their cue, and millions of viewers catch Jackson's favorite adjective in glorious Dolby clarity. NBC's archive later slaps a hard bleep over the word, but raw air checks sneak online, proving once more that the internet is quicker than the censor. And with that sonic blast echoing in your ears, brace yourself. Gravity is about to claim a daytime queen. Halloween 2017. Wendy Williams strides on stage dressed as the Statue of Liberty, glittering crown, seafoam robe, the works. Mid-sentence, her eyes widen, words evaporate. She staggers backward as if gravity just doubled and crumples hard. Gasps ricochet through the studio. Producers yank the feed to black within 2 seconds, switching to commercials, so fast viewers think their local station crashed. Hours later, Wendy assures fans it was simply overheating, but the original upload disappears, replaced by a neat edit that skips the collapse. Too late. DVRs preserve every frame, and the incident becomes an annual meme. The day Lady Liberty fainted on her own throne. Medical surprises on live TV aren't new. Al Roker once vomited on the Macy's parade route, and a BBC newsreader quietly powered through a nosebleed. But the Williams collapse sparked a fresh safety protocol inside talk show control rooms. Stage managers now keep chilled electrolyte packs, a pulse oximeter, and a handheld CO2 extinguisher for overheating fog machines within arm's reach. Williams herself turned the fiasco into a ratings bump, teasing a play-by-play recap during her very next broadcast and nabbing the show's highest overnights in 2 years. Yet she also became a cautionary meme in workplace wellness presentations. Hydrate or fall over in front of 3 million people. Live television may forgive wardrobe malfunctions, but fainting on air reminds viewers and advertisers that no amount of glamour overrides basic human biology. February 2023, the BAFTA stage in London. Broadway darling Ariana DeBose launches into an original rap saluting the year's female nominees. She declares, while an audience of tuxedos blinks in confusion. Social media detonates. replaying the phrase until it loses meaning and becomes pure noise. DuBose flees Twitter within hours. BAFTA deletes its own celebratory tweet and trims the rap from highlight reels, but of course the full cut already lives on 10 different channels, each with fluorescent captions. Cringe turns out to be bulletproof. The harder you hammer it, the more screens it inhabits. Yet cringe can still be overshadowed by genuine concern when a beloved judge seems drunk on daytime news. Spring 2007. Seattle's Fox Q13 morning anchors expect a routine American Idol satellite chat with Paula Abdul, but Paula appears detached. Sentences overlap, pivot mid-thought, and end in giggles. She swivels in her chair as though the studio is a tilt-a-whirl.
I'm a dancer. I'm doing little dance moves.
Oh, all right.
The hosts press on, eyes wide, but the segment feels like watching Jenga blocks sway. Fox instructs the affiliate to pull the copy, claiming audio desync caused confusion. Viewers aren't buying it. Slowed down reposts rack millions of hits. Abdul's team blames exhaustion. Whatever the cause, the footage will outlive the explanation. It always does. November 2009, the American Music Awards. Adam Lambert, fresh off Idol fame, decides to torch any lingering, wholesome image. Mid-song, he drags a male dancer into a theatrical kiss, grabs another's face between his thighs, and leans back to shriek the chorus. ABC's East Coast broadcast goes out uncensored, but complaints roll in faster than the Times Square ticker. For the West Coast delay, producers frantically crop out the kiss and mute suggestive lyrics. The network then pulls Lambert's Next Day Good Morning America slot. Ironically, the uncut performance becomes a beacon for fans demanding equal screen time. Each new takedown just multiplies uploads. Lambert's performance also exposed a curious double standard. While his same-sex kiss triggered 500 FCC complaints, a near-identical hetero kiss by Britney Spears and Madonna at the 2003 VMAs skated by with a slap on the wrist. Advocacy groups seized on the contrast, arguing that community standards too often mirrored entrenched prejudice. ABC's Damage Control tour made things worse. Executives promised advertisers future live shows would include guidelines for artist choreography, language critics compared to Victorian dance cards. 12 years on, Lil Nas X would grind on a metal pole at the BET Awards to minimal blowback, proof that what chalks broadcast censors in one decade becomes primetime popcorn in the next. Still, Lambert's blacklisted booking remains a lesson. Progress is not linear, and gatekeepers move their goalposts in real time. Finally, 2010. The Children's Television Workshop films a playful, hot and cold skit featuring Katy Perry chasing Elmo through cartoon streets. Katy sports a chiffon mini dress inspired by her music video, sweet, colorful, but decidedly low-cut for preschool TV. PBS posts a preview online. Parents erupt. Comments surge with complaints, and within 48 hours the segment vanishes from every official channel. It never airs, yet children of the Internet Archive scarf it up, dubbing it Elmo's forbidden playdate. The lesson? Once a clip exists, deleting it only crowns it with mythic status. By now you might wonder why networks keep reaching for the erase key when history shows it never works. The answer lies in a boardroom metric called brand risk velocity, the speed at which a negative impression can mutate into lost sponsorship dollars. Legal teams calculate velocity against the half-life of outrage on social platforms. If a clip can be stalled for even 24 hours, the logic goes, trending hashtags may burn out before advertisers notice. What executives still underestimate is the Streisand effect multiplied by download buttons everywhere. A clip hidden creates suspicion, and suspicion converts casual viewers into frantic archivists. In 2025 alone, the Internet Archive logged a 37% spike in TV lost media uploads, most tagged within hours of deletion attempts. Suppression used to be an option. Now it's a flare that screams, "Copy this before it's gone." 10 disasters, one pattern. The harder a network tries to control a live moment, the less control it actually owns. Split-second flashes birth new censorship laws. Botched lip syncs detonate careers. Technical glitches expose divas. Gravity humbles daytime royalty, and even Sesame Street can't outrun an offended parent brigade. Yet every deletion invites 1,000 shares. Viewers don't forget, they screen record, Mimi Faye, and torrent. Somewhere right now, fresh mirrors of these lost moments are uploading again, ready to shock a brand new set of doom scrollers. So next time you settle in for a flawless live special, remember the chaos lurking behind the countdown clock. Studio lights may promise perfection, but any cable, costume, or tongue can misfire. And when it does, the delete key is never fast enough. If one of these buried blunders surprised you tonight, hit the comments with the moment you think was most unfairly erased, and keep your finger on that subscribe button. After all, the only thing more fun than watching history repeat itself is watching networks try and fail to hide it.